morning. Well, we've finally gotten around to doing this video. It's been a while since we did one, and had a lot of people asking us when we're going to do another one. It's been close to a year and a half now, so we figured we'd try to put one together this morning and show you what Wildside Kennel'S looks like in 1994. Hope you enjoy your visit with us today. Let's move on to see some dogs. This is Wildside's Pinky. Pinky's about 6.5 months old right now. She's off of Wildside's Gunther, bred to Wildside's Eve. Gunther is off of our old Bandit dog, bred to Kate Sasha. And Eve was off of Bandit, bred to Garner and Wildside Sasha, a.k.a. Snapperhead, who was off of Chinaman and Zipper. Sasha was a full daughter to Pineapple Kid's champion China Rose. And so this is a half-brother and sister breeding off Bandit with Nigerino on the bottom of both, with the Chinaman added on the bottom of the mother. She's about 6.5 months old. She's going to be a big bitch. She probably weighs a good 40 pounds right there on the chain. And she'll probably end up being about a 50-pound dog on the chain. A good 41, 42-pound bulldog. Hey, Pink. Good girl. Good girl. This is Wildside's Crash-O-Matic. Crash-O-Matic is off of Bandit and Wild Cherry. Wild Cherry was off of Champion Chinaman and Dolly Parton. Dolly Parton was off of Garner's Zach, bred to Garner's Dolly. Zach was off of Hall's Champion Sugar, bred back to her father, Wood Snooty. So what it basically was, we bred Bandit to a heavy snooty bred dog through Chinaman and Zach. Crash belongs to a good friend of ours, Matt Glant, who is now on vacation with the government out in Wyoming, and she'll be going back to him in a year or two whenever he gets done with his vacation. Hey, Crash. Crash is also a belly sister to Wildside and Rollbar Kennel's Rapid Roy, who is one awesome bulldog who you'll be seeing later in this tape. Hey, Crash. Good girl. Hey, Crash. All right, this is Wildside's Bulldozer. Bulldozer is off of Renegade, and Renegade, of course, is off of Bandit and Kate Sasha. Kate Sasha we had on the yard here a few years back. A good friend of ours, Dave, out in Oregon. He bought Sasha from Sam's Kate's, and very fortunate for us, he's lived in an apartment and didn't have a place to put her, and he asked if we'd be interested in getting her on the yard, and in exchange for keeping her here, we were allowed to get some breedings with her. And you'll find that as you go through the yard, Kate Sasha is a very important part of our breeding program. As I was saying, Bulldozer's off of Renegade, bred to Lily. Lily was an Eli Corvino bred dog, so it's a fairly heavy Eli breeding. Matter of fact, comes out to exact about 38% Eli Spook. And he's one heck of a dog. Dozer. Dozer is about 55, 56 pounds on the chain. Condition, he'd be about a 48, 49-pound dog. Okay. Wildside's June. June is off of Jaws, Bulldozer's brother, bred to Wildside's Molly. Molly is a double Bandit bitch off of Renegade, bred to Little Cujo. Little Cujo was off our old Cujo dog, daughter of Garner's, who was off of Garner's Grand Champion Spike, bred to Bandit. So what you have there is you have 3 times Bandit on Little June. As you can see, selective inbreeding, you still get a real good, sound, structured dog, even though on paper it's a pretty tight breeder. June's about 4 or 5 months old. Hey, June. This is Wildside's Gunther. Gunther is owned by William and Abby Page, and on our yard right now to do some breedings with. Gunther is one hell of a bulldog, and by the way, is also a conformation champion. I believe he's the only one we've produced off our yard so far. Gunther's a pretty good sized dog. He's about 55 pounds around the chain, and conditioned, he's about a 46 to 47 pound dog. The pup here is Untouchables and Wildside's Chewy. She's off of Untouchables champion Chewy, and Untouchables Gus. Gus is a Jeep Honey Bunch dog, and people who know us having in the dog game probably pretty well know the deal on champion Chewy. She's about 3.5, 4 months old right now. And she's a well-bred little pup. This is Wildside's Lilith. Lilith is off of Hellraiser, bred to his half-sister, Terror. Hellraiser's off of Renegade and Tiger Lil. Terror is off... Excuse me, Hellraiser's off of Bandit and Tiger Lil, and Terror is off of Renegade and Tiger Lil. So it's double Bandit and double Lily. This is Combat and Wildside Kennel'S Big Mama. Big Mama is off of a Jeep Red Boy dog up at Combat Kennel'S up in Syracuse. Bred to Miss Piggy. Miss Piggy was off of Old Bandit, bred to Betty Boop. Betty Boop was double bred Garner Spike. Hey, girl. Hey, Mama. All right, these are some pups here. All these pups are sold already, but the two white puppies plus the two solid blacks, which one is sleeping, hiding over there, solid blacks, they're off of Champion Sadie and Bulldozer. The black and white pups are off of Renegade, bred to his half-sister Fresno's Maggie May. Puppies here are off of Bulldozer and Tamayo's Ripley. Ripley's a super inbred Eli Nigerino dog, and Bulldozer's the father. These pups are only about 5.5 weeks old, and you can see they want to get out here to play. These pups are all sold already, but we just wanted to give you an idea of what kind of the pups are looking like off a Bulldozer at that age, at about 5.5 weeks old. Hey, guys. Hey, quit crying. This is Wildside's Billy. He's off of Kate's Cujo, bred to Wildside's Susie Q. Susie Q is off our old Bandit dog, bred to Piranha, who is off of Kate's Cujo, and Townsend's Black Widow. So you've got a pretty heavy Nigerino bred pup there, with just a little bit of out with the bow through Bandit, and the rest is pretty much Eli. He's about 5.5, 6 months old. Okay. All right, this is Alien. Alien's off of Renegade and Tamayo's Ripley. Ripley's a super inbred Nigerino bitch. Matter of fact, it comes out to over 60% Eli Spook. And this boy is about 8 months old. Ripley was off of Kate's Rambo. To Tamayo's Pandora. Pandora was off of Townsend's Champion Red Rover, bred back to his grandmother, Kate Sasha. Alien's going to fit in real importantly in our breeding program and down the road. Hey, buddy. A very tight Eli bred dog. This is Wildside's Niggery. Niggery is off of Wildside's Gunther, bred to Piranha. Piranha, of course, double granddaughter of Nigerino. Gunther, of course, off of Bandit, and Kate Sasha, Sasha was off of Nigerino, bred to his niece, Miss Kitty. And she is one awesome looking young pup here. Looks like old Nigerino himself. This pup here is Wildside's Woodchuck. Woodchuck is off of Gunther, bred to Crash-O-Matic. So you have a half-brother and sister breeding off of Bandit, with Gunther, of course, with the Nigerino on his bottom side, and Crash with the Chinaman Snooty on her bottom side. Hey, Woodchuck. This is Lady Assassin. Lady Assassin's off of Wildside's Assassin, who is off of Long's Weirdo, and Mean Jolene. Mean Jolene was off of Kate's Cujo and Tom's Black Widow. Of course, Weirdo's an inbred son of Jeep. Her mother was Wildside's Freckles, who was off of Long's Weirdo, and Garner's Ronnie. Ronnie was off of Grand Champion Snake, bred to his half-sister, who was also Jeep's sister, Crenshaw's Champion Missy. So you've got a heavy Jeep honey bunch with a little bit of Nigerino. Hey, lady. This is Wildside's Lucifer. Lucifer is off of Kate's Cujo and Townsend's Black Widow. He's a double grandson of Nigerino, and it's proving to be a very good producing bulldog. Hey, Lucifer. What? Hey, buddy. Hey, Luce. He's wide open. This is Wildside's Iggy. Iggy's a real heavy Bolio bred dog. She's off of Patrick's Homer 2 and Wildside's Little Red. Iggy is bred right now to Bulldozer, which should make a real good cross. As far as we're concerned, we feel the best way to go with the Patrick blood has been proven by Andy Capp and other dogs, is crossing with the Eli blood. Gives it that little extra fire. All right, Idge. Overtime. This is Leva's working overtime. OT is off of Garrett's Tater and Garrett's Raquel, which makes her grandparents Jeep and Jean's Honey and Jeep and Dolly. Overtime is bred right now to Bulldozer. And she's a real good bulldog. OT. This is Tamayo's Ripley. We're very fortunate to obtain Ripley. That was kind of a joint thing between Joe Tamayo, who bred the dog, and then Oregon Dave, who had gotten the dog and then allowed us to obtain the dog from him, we really appreciated that. Ripley is a super tight Nigerino bred dog. She's over 61% Eli Spook. She's off of Kate's Rambo, bred to Pandora. And she's Alien's mama, plus the mama of them brindle pups you saw in the pen. She looks pretty raggedy right now because she's just been off her pups about 5 days. Hey, Rip. This is Wade's champion, Sadie. Sadie is about 8 years old. She's a granddaughter of Champion Chinaman on the top side and a granddaughter of Hargrove's Rufus on the bottom side. Two extremely hard-biting dogs. Hey, Sadie. Sadie doesn't get excited about much. Hey, girl. Come here, Sadie. Hey, girl. That's my girl, huh? She's a real sweet old bitch if she knows you and likes you, though she will eat a stranger up if she isn't introduced properly. All right, Sadie. This is Wild Cherry. Wild Cherry was bred by Tom Garner, She's 9 years old. We got her off of town about six, 7 years ago. She's right off of Chinaman and Dolly Parton. She's a mother of Roll Bar, Kennel'S, Roy, and other dogs. And as far as we're concerned, she is definitely priceless. We're going to try to get some pups off her this year, bred back to her son, Roy. Good girl. Yeah, that's my girl, huh? That's my girl, Cherry. Come on. She's a real sweetie. But her and Sadie are the only two on the yard that would eat somebody up if she didn't know them. In her case, it was because of her altercation when I was busted a few years ago. And when they confiscated all my dogs. Good girl. This is Renegade. Renegade, we feel, is the most important dog on our yard, and I have to say, he's the best dog I've owned in the last 21 years I've been involved with the Bulldogs. Renegade is the results of the breeding of Bandit and Kate Sasha, and he is Gunther's full belly brother. Hey, Gade. Come here, buddy. Come here, Gade. Come on, bud. Hey, what's this? He's off. It smelled like... I'd rather have my hat, I bet. Yeah. All right. This is Wildside and Kelly's CJ. CJ's off of Long's Weirdo and Garner's Ronnie, a breeding we did about 3.5, 4 years back. Her breeding is second to none. She's heavy Jeep Honey Bunch with literally no outs of any other, blood like Rascal or anything else. It's strictly the inbred Honey Bunch Jeep. Hey, CJ. As you can tell, she's a very hyperactive dog. Uh-oh, she's moving. Go catch this blur as she goes by. We sold her as a pup, and we're very fortunate for my friend Mike Kelly let me get her back a couple years ago. And she's one of them dogs like Wild Cherry that we consider priceless. What is it, about 11 months old? Yeah. Got it? Yeah. This is Pumpkinhead. Believe it or not, he's only about 11 months old. He's heavy Jeep-bred dog. His father is Black Bart, who's on vacation right now down in Mississippi. And his mother was Raging Bull Sadie. Sadie's a double granddaughter of Jeep. Her father was Miller's Champion Cobra. Her mother was Jackson's Dixie. And Bart, of course, is off of Bandit and Swinson's Holly, who's off of Jeep and Jean's Honey. So what you got here is a pretty heavy bull-bred dog. And the one generation, all the males that appear are Outlaw, Jeep, Jeep, and Jeep. And Outlaw, of course, is a 7-time winner who is Jeep's half-brother. Pumpkinhead is going to be an important part of our stud for us down the road. Hey, bud. All right. This is little Jolene. Little Jolene is off of Long's Weirdo and Hackman's Bathsheba. Weirdo is an inbred son of Jeep. Bathsheba is an inbred daughter of Nigerino. So, I guess that breeding pretty well speaks for itself. This is Wildside's Chigger. Chigger is off of Gunther, bred to Osorino. Osorino is a litter sister to Frio Boys champion Rocco. Her mother, Osorino, is off of Townsend's champion Red Rover, bred back to his mama, Townsend's Nigerino bitch. Chigger is built very much like Rocco and her mama, Osorino. Oso right now is up in Chicago with our good friend Steve Watson. Okay, this is Wildside's Midget. Midget is one heck of a dog. well, bitch actually, but she's a heck of a bulldog. And she is off of Bandit, bred to Wildside's Freckles. Freckles is off of Long's Weirdo and Ronnie. Her mama was CJ's sister. Good girl, Midget. Midget's going to be bred soon to either Renegade or Gunther. Kind of depends on Renegade's mood. He's a difficult dog to breed, and his brother Gunther, on the other hand, is always willing to breed. This is Sugar. Sugar looks more like our old Jolene dog who's dead now, but than any dog we've had. She's Billy's sister off of Kate's Cujo and Wildside Susie Q. Susie Q was off of Piranha and Bandit, and our friend Tony up in Virginia, he had gotten Susie from us and shipped her to Texas to be bred back to her grandfather Cujo, and so we were fortunate to be able to get a couple pups off that litter. This little guy here is Black Brindle with a white chest, is Wildside Simon Phoenix. Simon is off of Hellraiser, bred to his half-sister Sparkle. Sparkle was off of Renegade and Lily. Hellraiser, of course, is off of Bandit and Lily. Hey, Simon, wake up, bud. Yeah, he's very hyper, as you see. Hey, Simon. Wake up, boy. And right down here in front of Simon is his brother, who is going up to, I believe it's Massachusetts. A gentleman bought him in Massachusetts. We'll be shipping him soon. These pups are only like 11, 12 weeks old, but had to be put on chains early as they were really trashing each other in the puppy pen. So we had to put them on chains at about 9.5, 10 weeks old. Hey, Pete. This is Wildside's Pete. Pete's a good game old dog, proving to be a real decent producer here. And he's not a real tight bred dog, but he's a good bulldog, and he's a grandson of Strother's grand champion Luther, who was an ace. Hey, Pete. This is Wildside's Terror. She's a roommate to Bulldozer. She's off of Renegade and Lily. And see, she loves to tug. And that's the mother to Lily. Tara, come here. Give me that. Give it to Tara. Give me the damn thing, Tara. Good girl. Okay. This is Wildside's Tiger Lil. Lil's an Eli Corvée bred dog. Her mother was a littermate to King Kids champion Bucket. She's heavy bred Art and Corvino, and a great producing dog. Lil. Hey, Lil. This is Kennel'S, Rapid Roy, also known as Wildside's Rapid Roy. Roy is, he's awesome. I really don't need to describe much about Roy. We're fortunate to be able to get him on the yard. We'd like to thank Ted at Kennel'S for letting us get this dog down here to do some important breedings with. He's off of Bandit and Wild Cherry. Hey, Roy. He stands there at about 54 pounds right now. His condition weight's around 46. Okay. Behind Roy, you see Newt. Newt is Alien's sister off of Renegade and Ripley. We gave Roy a little roommate back here so he wouldn't be lonely. I got him out here in a nice cool spot of the woods, and he's got this young bitch puppy there, kind of keep him company. All right, Newt. Hey, Roy. Okay. This is Wildside's Hellraiser. Hellraiser's the last son that Bandit produced before he stopped producing. Hellraiser's about 18 months old right now. He's off of Tiger Lil and Bandit. He's a large dog. He's probably about 63 pounds there right now. His condition weight would probably be in the 50-pound range. I'm going to get over here and play with him a little. Hey, bud. Hey, Razor. Come on, Razor. Hey, buddy. This is Wildside's Barracuda. Barracuda is off of Renegade, bred to Piranha. Piranha, of course, is off of Case Cujo and Townsend's Black Widow. Renegade's off of Sasha and Bandit. Barracuda is about 19, 20 months old, and she has a sister down in Mississippi who is a one-time show winner. This is Ora's Someday Honey. Honey is an inbred Jeep honey bunch bitch, very heavy bred on Gene's honey. We were very fortunate to be able to acquire her through the help of our friend Tony from Spokane, Washington. I remember where he's from. Okay. Anyway, our friend Tony up in Washington had bought her, and he let us acquire her from him. She's going to be bred to either Dusty or Renegade when she comes in heat. This is Wildside's Maggie. Maggie is off of Bandit and Garner's Young Cowgirl. Young Cowgirl is off of Wood Snooty. Bred to Brewer's Cowgirl. Brewer's Cowgirl was right off of Davis's Midnight Cowboy. This is Little Black Girl. Little Black Girl's full belly sister, litter sister to Wildside's Mean Jolene. She's between 7 and 8 years old, and like many of our Nigerino bred dogs off of Cujo and Black Widow, she was here due to the help of our good friend Terry Townsend in Texas. She's a gorgeous animal when she's not crouching. Right now she's full of pups off of Bulldozer, and she's due in about 3.5 weeks. Come on, Black Girl. Gorgeous animal. So she's rounded up real nice. She's got about 3.5 weeks to go. Right there. Eli Jr. looking a dog as I've ever seen. This is Wildside's Ladysmith. Ladysmith is off of Renegade and Garner's Munchkin. Munchkin was off of Chinaman and Miss Snoopy, who is Garner's Spike's sister. Ladysmith's a little bitty dog. Her condition weight would probably be around 28, 29. And she's full of fire. This is Wildside's Chinabug. Chinabug is off of Wild Cherry, daughter of Chinaman, who you saw earlier, bred to Gremlin. Wildside's Gremlin is off of Bandit and Munchkin. Munchkin is off of Chinaman and Miss Snoopy. So you've got Chinaman top and bottom with Bandit as the outcross. This is Wildside's Babylon. Babylon is off Old Bandit, bred to Derek Jeepette. Jeepette was off of Jeep, bred to a granddaughter of his. Babylon's a big, tall, rangy bitch. She's pretty lean there, and she's probably still about 48, 49 pounds. She'll be getting bred to Lucifer when she comes in heat. Go ahead. This is Bruce's Honey. Honey is right off of Townsend's Champion Red Rover, bred back to his grandmother, Kate Sasha. Honey's a real type-bred Eli dog through Grand Champion Nigerino. And she'll be getting bred to Jaws, I believe, soon. Jaws is Bulldozer's brother, who we'll be getting to. This is Wildside's Tiger Ann. She's off of Wildside's Gunther, bred to Snake Man's Orphan Annie 3, or 2, one of the two. And Annie was a full sister to Fat Bill's champion Bolero, 4-time winner, who needs no introduction. This bitch resembles her Aunt Bolero very, very much in her physical appearance. Okay. This is Wildfire. Wildfire, believe it or not, is about 10 months old. She's a little bitty thing. She's off of Hellraiser, bred to his half sister. Wildside's Dixie. Dixie was off of Hollingsworth's Paper 2, bred to Tiger Lil. Hey, Nato. That's Wildside's Tornado. Tornado is off of Renegade, bred to an inbred Hollingsworth bitch. And she is a rugged-built little bulldog. This is Wildside's Heathen. Heathen's a littermate to Tiger Ann off of Orphan Annie 2, and Gunther. They're belly sisters, and they hardly resemble each other. Hey, Heath. See, she's kind of laid back. Tina's was bred by Kennel'S off of Rapid Roy, who you saw a little earlier, bred to Barnes, Texas Tina. So basically, she's a real heavy, snooty, bloody Sunday bred bitch. She's only about 10, 11 months old. She's wide open. This is Kitty. Kitty was bred by Terry Townsend. She's off his Brutus dog, Lucifer's brother, bred to Zooter. Zooter was off of Faith Sasha, bred back to her father, Nigerino, so it's a very heavy inbred Nigerino dog. Hey, girl. This is Wildside's Dusty. Dusty is off of Black Bart, bred to CJ. CJ, of course, is off of Long's Weirdo and Ronnie. Hey, Dust. Dusty's about 14 months old. Hey, Dust. Good boy. Come here, Dusty. Hey, buddy. This is Zazer's Trouble. She was bred by Bill Zazer up in New York, off of his 12 bitch, which we bred to Patrick's Homer 2. Little inbred Bolio type dog to use for some outcrosses down the road. This is Wildside's Tequila. She's off an inbred Tombstone Bolio bitch, bred to old Renegade. Tequila. This is Wildside's Cujo. She was bred by Wildside Kennel'S about, I think it was 1987. Her father was Garner's Grand Champion Spike. Her mother was McClinton's Tornado, a direct daughter of Wright's Grand Champion Jubal. Right now she has a litter of pups in that doghouse off of Lucifer. Hey, Cooch. This is Wildside's Tadpole. She's truly one of a kind. She's the only inbred daughter of Bandit. We had bred Bandit to Garner's Munchkin a few years back, about 4.5 years ago, and got a good game bitch named Lizzie Borden, who is now owned by our friend Rick Fresno. Okay, Lizzie was bred back to Bandit, and this was the one surviving puppy of the litter. We tried to breed Bandit to other daughters of his, but never did get any puppies as he was past his producing age. Hey, Tadpole. Tadpole is going to be bred to Rollbar and Wildside Kennel'S Rapid Roy in the near future. Unfortunately, she's not a good mother. Her first attempt at having her bred ended up with her puppies being killed, so we will be hand-raising them pups. This is Sparkle. Sparkle was bred by Wildside Kennel'S. She's a littermate to Bulldozer, Terror, and Jaws. Sparkle is off of Renegade and Tiger Lil, and she's one good little bulldog. We were fortunate recently to be able to get her back on the yard. She had a friend of ours, Paul Hardens, we had given her as a gift to him as a pup, and recently we were able to reacquire the dog through the help of his friend, Mr. Goodwrench. Good girl. This is Wildside's Piranha. Piranha was bred by Terry Townsend of Texas. She's off of Kate's Cujo and Townsend's Black Widow, and is Lucifer's litter sister. And as an all-around bulldog, we feel she's second to none, and her pups are showing well. She was bred yesterday to Rollbar Kennel'S Roy. Should be one hell of a breeder. P-Ron! This is McDaniel's Sweetheart. Sweetheart just came to our yard through the help of our friend Garland McDaniels, and she will be bred to Rollbar Kennel'S Roy in the very near future. She's a snooty, bloody Sunday bred dog. This is Wildside's Miss Bandit, known as Missy. She is off of Renegade, bred to his half-sister Maquata, who is off of Freckles and Bandit. Hey, Missy. Okay. This is Wildside's Jaws. Jaws was sold as a pup to our good friend Al Trowbridge, and we were able to reacquire him at the age of 20 months old. He's producing real well so far. The pups on the ground off him are young, as he is just a young dog himself. But the pups are about the most fiery and well-structured pups we've seen yet. So, needless to say, he's a very valuable bulldog to our program. This is Wildside's Dixie, off of Tiger Lil, or as we call her, Lily. Then Hollingsworth's Paper Jr. As you can see, she's wide open. Come on, girl. Dixie. Dixie. She's not going to give that up for nothing. Come here, Dix. Well, we'd like to thank you for spending your time here with us at Wildside Kennels. We got to get back to the yard as far as doing some real work instead of playing photographer. Hope you enjoyed your visit with us today. Thank you.